And welcome back to MH76 Gaming. My name's Morgan. This is the Outer Worlds. Continuing on where we left off in the last one. So we're trying to get the radio stations to shut down so we can get a broadcast out. And we've got to go and clear out the Bolt factory. Get the Bolt 52 rather, sorry. Take Max to the Hermit later. And there's also the outpost we've got to get as well, near Emerald Vale, which is not here. Not sure why we've got woolly cows on board. But let's head out. That's the wrong button.
Could I have a word with you, Captain?
Max.
I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Cheney. It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm. You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long, I couldn't see anything else. You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney. And even then, you saved me from myself. I don't know if I could live with myself had I gone through with it. You owe me nothing, I know, but I'm begging your forgiveness. Thank you. I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward.
And unfortunately, I'm going to go back to the ship to ditch him. Because I bumped the wrong key. Now we can get on with it. We only had him crewed up to go and finish that mission where he was required. Where are we headed now? Let's not walk off the edge again.
Help! Someone's been killed!
Who was saying that?
I think I'm gonna be sick. I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
So he's not going to go and tell the authorities?
Oh, sorry. Just spoke me, was all. Even Stellar Bay ain't safe these days. We're all coming to.
This betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called the Mostly Colonists. Several ragged outfits stuffed into a suitcase. Something foul is leaking from the apartment upstairs. Right, so we'll go and investigate the apartment upstairs, I guess.
Whatever you do, don't mention Tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
If you'd gotten stuck in an hour-long rant about mostly colonists, you'd...
Inferno Scythe. Right, Laura, what are you up to? Dropping a care package off with the mothers in the old ruins south of Stella Bay. Be back soon.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
Okay. Can't talk to her at the moment. Get to this factory.
So the ship talks? Do all ships do that? We can't say for certain.
Did I assault rifle that we don't need. Hunting rifle ultra. Shotgun Mark II. So we got the light machine gun and the light assault rifle still.
Since I only ever been on this one. Ada's something special though, ain't she?
Ada, what is it? She? It? I'm a bit fuzzy on the details.
Used to be I thought she was a simulated intelligence. You know, a long series of commands telling her how to react to certain things.
You used to. What do you think now?
Well, I worked with a lot of machines. Ain't none of them like her. They can be pretty smart, but mostly their rule books with the voice box. Ada's
A whole lot more Raptidon meat.
Well, I worked with a lot of machines. Ain't none of them like her. They can be pretty smart, but mostly their rule books with the voice box. Ada's different.
One of life's mysteries, I suppose. I don't trust her. If it crashes us into a star, I'll be a mite upset.
Alrighty, another perk. Steady hand. Might actually grab the carrying capacity first. Actually revert that. And we'll go for persuade, lie, hack, and lockpick. This is our factory.
Damn, but we're good.
Alright, let's get inside. See what we can find. Come on, you two. Inside. All right. Alright, what do we got in the terminal? View executive reviews. Loading last access document. Oh, it's Sanjar. Bad habit of padding his reports. Not very good with slogans, jingles. Needs improvement in the following areas. Alright. So Sanjar's not doing a great job. Might be able to use that against him when we go back and see him again. What are those hats we're picking up? Leather helm with goggles. We got 38 there. There's no duplicates there, is there? 21 long gun 7, 21 long gun 7's duplicates. Take everything.
Oh, hello, hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats hear boots? Oh, thanks, the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Manta Queen showed up, then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help? It's easier than it sounds, alright? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions. Phew. Thanks, mister. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross. Sure. Beats not answering questions. Huxley. I'm an Iconoclast runner. The Iconoclast runner. Fastest we've got. Ain't a Raptidon on this void-forsaken hellhole that can catch me. I'm... Sorry. Put me in a tiny room like this and I'm liable to flip. Not keen on tight spaces, you know?
Fair enough.
Probably. I don't know. When I try to read things, my mind gets to wandering about all the things I could be doing instead. My buddy locked me in here. I told you that. It was for my safekeeping, on account of Raptidons wanting to munch on my head. But, I mean, okay, yes, fine. I get myself into sticky situations. It's just part of the life, all right? Sometimes you gotta hide in a trash can so you don't get eaten by monsters. Oh, neither was I. Who'd hide in a trash can? Gross.
All right.
Get me out of here!
you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? Thanks a lot, mister.
So optional is to wipe any terminals in the building, but we didn't have an option to wipe that terminal before we found out about the other bloke. Just not sure how we would go about that. Let's try the roof. Oops. Fell off the building. Let's see if there's a way to wipe the terminals. Door is sealed. Just walk into a locker. Ah, okay. So after his one, there were others that pop up. Yep. That's Sanjar. Who else we got? Graham has issues with brevity and shows consistent disregard for prescribed fonts and formats. Dora shows a real knack for brief but compelling presentations. Recommended for promotion. Alright. We have deleted them. Let's return. Duck into the alley where no one can see us steal their stuff.
I don't know what it is, but my gun's been acting funny. Used to be, I had to correct for a bit of leftward drag. Got used to standing just so. After a while, it put a thorn in my side, something awful. Lately, though, it ain't pulling. I find my stance much improved.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you? You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. I didn't mean for any harm to come to you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them. One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
No luck.
Apparently not.
Aye.
In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
Guess we gotta give him the bolt.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
All right.
Corporate espionage. How was that, Celia? Did I sell it?
Your best delivery yet, sir.
Help us with this final matter, and we won't need to broadcast anymore. You have my word. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Is it really illegal if the board's the one that makes the rules in the first place?
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are. That's part of the problem. She has certain ambitions for Stellar Bay, and I fear my asking her would give her the leverage she's been looking for.
Don't get yourself worked up, sir. It's perfectly natural to have a healthy fear of her.
We really don't need to discuss this now, Celia.
All right.
Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it. A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
Okie dokie. Back to Fallbrook. must have already asked Catherine those things, so let's hit the drop-off point. That's what we're doing. Did wonder why we weren't going into the city.
Okay, keep it quiet. Here we go! Everyone all right?
Alright, scratch a couple of Manta Queens.
Hello there. A word, if I may be so bold?
Why not?
Well now, here I thought those mantisaurs had peacefully exited the premises. But you're a simpler explanation. Thanks for the assistance. Name's Weston. Every once in a while, I set up shop along these here roads. You find yourself in need of resupply, you come on by. Care to purchase a thing or two?
Let's sell some junk. What else we got? We're not worth selling those, we'll break them down. .38 armor. Critical damage, and we might buy carrying capacity. Alright, we gotta get down there. Check what we're walking into. Smuggler's Tunnel. Interesting.
I'd stake my reputation on this being an ambush.
We ought to see if anybody's still alive. They might be too weak to call for help.
Alright, no one's alive. Damaged automechanical loader. Trail of blood leads away from it. Glad it's pinpointing this blood. It's going to take us down the tunnel, I'm guessing. Can't see anything down there. Let's start blowing stuff up.
Score, Cap!
Enemy killed. Just a little too close to it. Protective clothing with safety harness. And the Mark II saber. Still not great. Bolter pistol. Already got it. He sprayed acid on us. Let's keep moving around. That is not accurate at all.
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway?
So you try and intimidate him a little bit?
Well, you don't gotta be mean about it. What are you doing out here anyway? That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago. Catherine had us making drops for some big-shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret.
Hmm.
The Marauders knew we were coming. Rigged the bridge with explosives and everything. If they found us, my guess is they found the client too. Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out of here. If you got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook, just as soon as I've caught my breath.
This will lighten his load a little bit.
Making it look easy.
Okay. Guess he's got nothing more to add. Let's head back out. That's not the ladder button. Do. We're headed up the hill to the right.
Everyone all right?
Might not be accurate, but this thing sure does throw the lead around.
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable.
Go!
Don't mess with
No one heard that? Okay.
Look! I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
We gotta get over there, Captain. Maybe they're still alive.
Not gonna lie, I was thinking about shooting that to see what it would do, but we didn't.
Nicely done.
Scientist number 1. Where did the second scientist land? So we've got to get inside there. That's barred. Ooh, need a hack skill of 100 for that one. Can't do anything with those screens. These terminals are out.
In for it now.
Others are upstairs, so... Can't close it. There we go. We should actually repair all. Before we forget about it. What was he locking in there? Extra 100 kilos. Grab everything. Got that one. Got those ones. So we get a shock cannon or plasma rifle. Alrighty. Assault rifle ultra. So we got 24 shots. Damage 82. 45, damage 61. Yeah, we'll give the new one a go. That'll work. Pick up bypass shunt first. Research data. Mostly non-lethal crowd control gas. Alternate project titles. Alrighty. That's all we need. Didn't get a key or anything for this. UDL Lab Weapons Terminal Keycard. Which we don't have. That's okay. There's another building at the back of one of these. Down here. Where's this take us? Unsealed. Nothing on the map. Alright, what do we got down here? Alright, there's those little buildings over there, but it's a gaping hole in the ground, so we won't be getting over there from this side. So we just take whatever we can and see if it turns out to be handy. Might uncover some info we can use to coerce someone. A resident.
Going silent.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Whoops. All right.
were coming real close to eating me. I'm Lenora. You, what are you doing out here? Not that I'm complaining, but I figure only marauders and animals roam around.
Oh, we see a door, we walk through it. We end up here.
Oh, well, okay. I can appreciate an adventurous spirit. Thanks for the help. I've got to pick up some things from the bay, but I run a little stand near Fallbrook. Next time you need supplies, stop by, you hear?
Alrighty. The rest of the MSI soldiers weren't as lucky.
Nice.
Okay. What is this area? Alright, I think we're done. Here we can fast travel back. We have Sanjar's evidence of another organization.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge. Anyway, what can I do for you? Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I've finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second greatest achievement after the Reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge? That's just cruel and inefficient. I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
You are? You could do a lot of good around here, you know. Don't go getting my hopes up.
But that's entirely the point. We've got to hope. We have got to partake once more of the full resources and opportunities of Halcyon.
What about the folks out in the wilderness? Amber Heights, Fallbrook. Will you share with them, or will you hoard those resources here?
My sincerest hope is for MSI to become a model for all of Halcyon. But we must start somewhere. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course. I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Fair enough. Alrighty. Look, we might throw everything into hack. Because we don't have any boosts on hack currently. And we don't get a perk this time around. That'll be next one. Okay, return to the information broker. Before we do that, oops. That's in Cascadia. We'll have to travel to get there. Tucker Needham at Amber Heights we can do. Try and get everything in the area done while we're here. Save a whole lot of backwards and forwards.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same.
See inside here.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger? Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world?
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, to Amber Heights, anyway. Only got here a few weeks ago. Was living in Stellar Bay before then. But I can't tell you how great it is to finally be free of them walls. I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision. According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
Look, I think we've had everything she said would happen to us. We've fallen in the pool, we've had the Mantisaurs, we've had it all. Guess we persuade him to go and face her.
She doesn't want to see me as anything other than her baby boy. Why would I go back again? What'll be different this time? You're right. I can do this. I just need to stand my ground and make her see she can't control me anymore. No one can.
Alright, tough guy. Unresolved work orders. Okay, we can remotely reroute the water to stop the steam. Arcing electricity. Oh, we don't have enough science for that. Dear diary. So this one is science 55. Oops. What have we actually got? Science should be up there. Should be close. 50. It's in tech, so if we've got anything with a tech boost. Tech skills +5. Do that last work order. Good times. Yeah, what else we picked up? A whole lot of new stuff. 9 lockpick medium. Lockpick 5. Armor 14, armor 29. 14 we don't need. Don't need that. Medical +5. 21 long guns we've got. That one we've got, and 39 armor. That one we can hang on to. Okay, is this a double again? Yep. Okay. That's his quest done, is it? No. Return to Agnes at Stella Bay. Okay, let's do that. Get her finished off. Oops. Excuse me. There's old Tucker.
Captain.
Oh, Captain, you did it! My little boy is back, safe and sound. Tell the Captain how grateful we are, Tuck Tuck.
Mama, I told you that I'm not staying. I just came back to talk to you about why I left. Then I'm going back to Amber Heights.
Oh, we'll get that silliness sorted out. You're safe here with me, and that's how it's going to stay. Isn't that right?
Let's get the reward.
I did, didn't I? Suppose I can't expect you to just be content at a good deed done. No?
Absolutely not.
Well, all right. Here, kind stranger. This is every bit I've scrimped and scraped for years to save. But it's more than worth it to have my Tuck Tuck home safe again. My boy says he'll only stay a few days before returning to Amber Heights. Can't you speak to him for me?
I can
Don't
try.
drag other people. Don't worry about me, Captain. Mama and I'll work this out.
I was going to tell him to leave sooner, but anyway. That one's finished. All good. Deal with Clive. Bummer, no fast travel down there. That'll probably put us inside the tavern, the caverns rather, which we don't want.
And we're stalking.
Let's keep moving.
Look at us! Oh. I'm glad I didn't, because the smell here is 100% incoming!
Whee, we're stuck. Just didn't want to kill them. Didn't know they'd go straight to attack mode. Alright, this place requires an ID. That door was sealed. Guess we can try and hack the front door. Oh, we can't even get around. Back we go. Oi, 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 oi. What exactly are we trying to do here? Make your way to Clive's office. Get him out of Sublight's way. Or we sabotage the operation. That's right.
This factory offers the loveliest aromas. Like if you cooked forest over a sulfur pit.
Definitely nothing there we can use. This is when I talked about the secret entrance. Must be. In we go. So we didn't have to shoot up the front. Well, let's get our sabotage on. There's some sisty pigs here.
Libations on me, folks.
So we got more people upstairs. Let's finish clearing out downstairs first. Use terminal medical, increase daily vitamin by 4,000%. That'll probably sabotage some of it. That was that one we got into. Do this one. Right. Oops. Okay, so that's enough to sabotage them apparently. We might just get out. Without losing more reputation with these guys. Guessing one of these is the front door. Maybe not. Where did we come in? We came up into one of these perimeter pig pens. Once this guy's been removed, we can probably come back in because we'll be on good terms with the new owners. Fast travel back over there, give her the good news. There's going to be some very jacked up pigs running around that factory. 4,000% of their nutritional intake. It's not going to end well for anyone.
Make a run with me to Stella Bay?
Catherine's great, ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur.
How's Clive? I do hope you gave him my regards.
Yeah, we didn't talk to him.
Fast, efficient, eager to please? Might be I should ask you for more favors. Guessing your services don't come cheap. Still, this ought to compensate for your troubles. And take an aromatic. You stink like Sisty Pig.
That'll happen.
I'll presume you mean Arthur, the one you sent scurrying back like a sprat with his tail cut off? Reckon I'm happy he's alive. I'd be happier if the marauders who botched my drop were dead.
Well, we don't need a room. Yeah, we picked up a helmet there. Damage to creatures, 25%. And we got a heavy 38. What are these guys wearing? Do. You've already got a 31, that's pretty decent. Okay, what are we doing now? Return to the information broker. We've got a few more before we head back to him. This one, that one's back on Groundbreaker. I think this is the last one on this little area. That one's back at Emerald Vale. Went back to the ship. That's the wrong one. But we'll head back out. I did like the look of that mining helmet thing. A lot of different styles in the game. Some of the stuff does look pretty sleek and futuristic and polished, and other stuff just looks banged together. Alright.
Good news. The games are coming through loud and clear. What can I do for you? Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
Who are the wrong people?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Alrighty, let's head out behind the yacht club.
You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
No, they're crazy.
But they still manage to feed themselves, dress themselves, work together. Gotta be something to that.
Can't get through to the back. What about the side?
Okay, gone quiet.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
Fair enough.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business. Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly? Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
What do you think you're doing?
You're a thug.
I don't want any trouble out of you.
Can't believe the thugs lost my reputation for seeing me steal. That's interesting. Anywho. Let's pop back and see Sanjar.
Oh, the data on that cartridge was even more damning than I could have hoped. And to have something on UDL of all the corporations. You've given us quite the advantage. Anyway, what can I do for you? But that's terrible. What happened?
I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town.
I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them. Eventually.
Sure, you would have.
Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated.
Please consider this payment for your services.
Alrighty. rounding out quite a few of these missions at the moment. Secret lab in Cascadia. Oh, okay. That we can do. I thought Cascadia was actually the other landing zone on this planet, but I may have gotten myself confused. So if Sublight's running this now, can I walk in or? Yes, we can. Okay, good to know. That's what I was hoping would happen. Alright, perk time. What was the one we were looking at? Okay, less sway, less movement penalty. That would actually make it easier to sneak. Ah, when you have no companions. Okay. Plan on keeping the companions around for the boosts, so that one will do. Okay. Science. Persuade, lie, sneak, hack, lockpick. Apply. And these guys have leveled up. Oh, I still haven't used any of the companion abilities. Better armor. Guess some armor will help you out. Until I have a chance to look at those companion abilities. Okay, to extract mods in the field. That'll do. Let's keep moving.
Solid kill.
Thought there was an extra one there. Well. Rizzo's presents Cascadia. Need 100 to get through. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get around the side here.
That thing crashed a long time ago. It ain't gonna fly again, so don't go getting funny ideas.
Oh, I guess we just run through and clean up. Alrighty. The streets of Cascadia cleaned up for the moment. Scientist. Didn't even see that second one. Can I get upstairs? Okay, let's check the logs. Lord help me, help us all. I saw one frothing at the mouth, barely able to string a word or two together. You aren't insane, they were people once. I don't know what they are now. You know the number to the keypad. Whoops. Took one from my clinic office and installed it on the bridge gate. 2613 is the code. Alright, so we got the code to the bridge gate. Good eye. So that's opened up the bridge gate, but we don't need that. Our dude's over here on this side. Alright, public notice. Due to the hostile, aggressive nature of the wildlife, they've entered the hazard clause. All teams will continue to operate as normal. The shuttles have been rerouted. And they've got one shuttle back. View the data. Zora Blackwood. Top notch, recommended for employee of the month. Cecil McClure. Impressive knowledge of company products. Do not promote beyond store manager. Okay, we've got Zora's review on our pad. Let's keep moving. That we have an extended mag for our Ultra Assault Rifle. Let's install a mod, magazine mod. 50% magazine size. I think that'll do. Install it, yep. Go with critical damage. reduced weapon spread. Can also tinker with it. Bit more damage. That'll do. What can we do here? Messages. Received multiple complaints about your interactions with customers. He can test these violations. That's Cecil McClure. Okay, so Cecil may or may not smell like a corpse, and a lot of people are complaining about working with him. Okay. Sealed. We need to make sure you got more than 2 rounds in the chamber when you start one of those slowed down attacks. Anyway, this is our building. Okay, supervisor override. Begin the transaction. Did you greet the customer by saying this? Have you offered the customer a slap? Yes. All employees meet their weekly. Yep. Your file has been flagged for performance review. Everyone's got 0 in stock. Okay, before we hit the elevator, let's just check upstairs quickly. All right. To the elevator. Into the secret laboratory.
Hello? Anybody here?
We're trying to be quiet. So probably don't go yelling out. That one's barred. $75 hack to get in there.
Proximity alert. Biology human. Protocol kill all plants. Suspended. Present your Rizzo identification credentials or prepare to be downsized. Attempting to disengage security protocols without proper authorization is a fireable offense. Priming weapons. Executive level password accepted as identification according to Employee ID Protocol A-3501. Welcome back, Doctor. Be advised. Mantisaur threat level is petrifying purple berry. Please use caution. Mantisaur wounds are not covered under Rizzo's health policy. Have a productive day.
Alright, so we've got some Mantisaurs running around. More messages. Thank you for your optimism. From Redacted.
Captain, I've touched down on Cascadia's landing pad. You'll need to connect the storage tanks to my fueling system, and then initiate the transfer from an authorized terminal to the lab.
All right.
Watch your step, Captain. Someone's left traps all over.
Need 100 to hack through that, so we won't be doing that in a hurry.
We're alive.
All right. Don't need the workbench, we just did that. Let's head up top.
Easy.
Right. Cascadia refueling terminal, refueling system enabled. Fuel pumps align, connect storage tanks and initiate siphon to transfer fuel. Okay, we're gonna go to a different lab. Different lab to get the security clearance we need. Guess we keep going around if we can. Can't get through that way. Can't pop out the top. That's barred. Okay. That one we can't hack.
System.
Alrighty.
Are you okay?
Not really.
Down they go.
Rush to get past the gas. Did not see the mine up on the wall. Ah, do we have to do the whole thing again? No, we can go through here. How do we put out a fire?
That's the last of them.
So I guess if you don't cut through the lab, that's when you have to do all the gas puzzle stuff we got killed on. Hopefully this brings us out past there. Simple shrine. Ingratitude. Okay, so the shrine is actually the doctor himself. It's an interesting play. Alright. Executive Research Focus Group. And the project has been transferred to a secondary lab. Hopefully those Mantiqueen carapace are worth a little bit of money. Yep, and here's the terminal. So we did avoid all the gas.
Let me take a look-see. Okay, I'm thinking if I patch this into our fuel cell network, we can use the empty tanks to hold this ulta-wada-biddle stuff. Just gotta compensate for the pressure difference. We burn liquid reaction mass, not gas, and the cells are distributed all through the hull, so I gotta isolate the empties. Of course I did, Captain. Just gave it a little jiggle.
All right.
There we are. Good as pretty and twice as new. Oh, I just did my thing. You know.
I'm impressed. I would have just tried to blow the thing up.
Yep, and that's why you're not doing science. You're shooting a gun. Okay. Guess we're heading out. Got the gas. Picked up a new helmet. What do we got? Oh yeah, we picked up quite a few. Armor 26, science +3. I think that's the helmet that goes with our little outfit. I wonder if you can actually change the color on your own. Check it out next time we're at a workbench. Alrighty, where are we off to? Alright, that's the Cascadia landing pad. Good times, okay.
Good, you're back. Not that I missed you. I assure you, I am not capable of such a...
Gotta go back to the ground breaker with the gas. We also need to go to Scylla for Max, but that can wait.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. Do return in one piece, Captain.
Let's go hand this mission in. Let them know we've got the gas.
Rizzo's knock you out all.
Space's choice. Here we go. Sublight.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop. Take this, you've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
Seems sensible.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor. No one you saw, anyway. Glad to see you're looking out for yourself. You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook. Catherine says the factory needs some repairs before it's back to working order. But at least it's under our control. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they? I knew it. I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs. You never know, you know?
Well, that was bizarre.
I've got a lot on my mind, but it's nothing that concerns you. At least, not yet. I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work. You're gonna salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
How big we talking? Not like groundbreaker big, right?
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain. Not this time. The board tolerates our business up to a point, and selling off a station full of their old gear and terminals crosses that point. But if we were to move in and commandeer the station as a sublight salvage remote office, that's a different matter. Legally gray by comparison. More of a squatter situation. Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
All right.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that. Both. Neither. Right now, it's safer if I keep you in the dark. I'm on the heels of
Interesting.
something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
Fair enough. That one we can't actually do. Actually, we looked for it, but we couldn't find it yet. We gotta go back and see Hiram.
It's not the worst.
We've already looked at all that stuff. Nothing new's popped in because the menus haven't re-highlighted.
Slap your whole family tonight.
Back to the old unreliable.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
HRS 1048.
We are
That's
now in
the.
orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
So that's the space station we've got to go and acquire. There's still quite a few places we haven't been to yet.
No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Okay. Devil's Peak Summit.
I always wanted to poke through a high-gain wireless. They only got one on Terra 2, you know, up in Byzantium.
To be honest, I'm surprised it's still standing. Every time I set foot inside, I half expect the tower to fall over.
Thought that was an enemy for a second that it respawned. I think it's just the friendlies have taken over again. Let's go see old Hiram. Where was he? Nope, that's the toilets. Upstairs. How the heck did we get upstairs? Already been all through here. It's a bit of a rat's maze to get up and find him.
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to believe you have sweet, sweet news for me.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem? In the end?
Does it matter? Job's done.
Is that so? I don't know how. The two are diametrically opposed and impossible to please. But it matters not how you fixed my problem, only that you did. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments.
All right.
You make it sound so scandalous. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history.
Now you hold on. I do not physically go between anyone but that of my choose. Oh, apologies. You meant, right. Yes, I braved the wilderness, so you don't have to.
Precisely. I really ought to give you a raise. It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here. Terrific. I'll be here, waiting with bated breath. Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
All right. Devil's Peak Relay. Let's grab everything we can while we're out here.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior, but I must admit I have grown rather fond of you. As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. He really does like you, Captain.
Captain! Big flaming thingy!
Well, that's going to be a problem.
Black holes. Did you see that? Looks like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I'd guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me. Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect, save me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... Hiram. Hiram, are you there? The good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off. Par for the course, really. You should do like I did. Get get out while you still retain a shred of sanity. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do, so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my bored damn channel! I am more than finished with you lot.
Alrighty. That's where it's crashed, is it? Okay. Is there a way down from here? Is there a ladder or something at the front? Yep.
Only good Marauder is a dead or dying. Slick working.
All right. Anyway, we might pause this one here and we'll pick it up again in the next video. So thanks for watching this installment of The Outer Worlds. We'll be back to pick it up again in the next one and go and find that crashed ship and see what's going on over there. If you want to catch more of the videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell if you want to be notified when a new video goes up or a live stream starts. If you want a few more minutes heads up on a live stream, you can also follow at MH76Gaming on Twitter. There'll be a tweet a little bit before we start a live stream, just to give you a little bit more notice. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks for your time, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you again for some more Outer Worlds in the next one. See ya.